Drive will start at the 25. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Giants 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 4.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Second and 5. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch the twist.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Lamar Miller. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
Makes the score.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Graham Gano set to.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
32-yard
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun again to Elliott.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw again is Jackson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Lawrence on the stop.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about, Nelson, all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
7 yards.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Complete to Damian Ratley.
That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Down, New York.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Giants 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On the draw, this is Barkley. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
16-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other.
This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones now throwing after the interception to Barkley on the check down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Saquon Barkley.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Brings up
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. Then the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Giants 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The Giants ball carrier.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on the carry.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
9 yards, and the Giants first down.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
First down, Giants.
Jones on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Daryl Worley. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
He had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's second and 10.
50 seconds to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
To throw again. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll fire deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on second and 10. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo.
Jones pass.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken.
It's a gain of 10.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing Jones. Being chased out left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
For the field goal A 63-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Giants.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back in my feet and get right.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, New York.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants.
Jones.
Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ezekiel.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
57. I got it. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass
and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Brought down at the 35.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's Elliott, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Saquon Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Damian Rattling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The 30, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed Old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
At the 49-yard line.
The give is to Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
49.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking for Shepard deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Elliott again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
6-yard line.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
57, Mike 57.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This will be from 49 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to Anigos Jackson, and that should seal it.
The keeper. Today's final
Charles,
score.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they move